Hello, my name is Michelle Holt. I'm the founding executive director of Arts Ed Matters, an arts integration specialist, a 23-year veteran drama teacher, a mother of 3, and a passionate advocate for a strong role of the visual and performing arts in schools. I'm also the daughter of 2 blind parents and the sister of a brother who spent half of his 18-year life battling cancer. As a child, I was fortunate enough to attend an arts-rich school. And today, I'm here to speak to you about why I believe in the critical role of the arts in education. In my K-2 mixed grade classroom, our teacher worked with us to create original operas based on Norse myths. She would sit us down and ask us to sing the music and then notate the music that we had sung. That music later became the music for the performance. She trusted our innate creativity and talent, and we, as students, felt listened to and appreciated. As an educator looking back on that practice, I'm profoundly moved by how rare it is for a teacher to truly sit down and allow a student to create that kind quality of work. Every holiday season, our school would line the hallways with tables in which art projects were set up. The students were set free to wander and engage with these various art projects. These art projects were ornaments and were later hung on a giant wreath, maybe 10, 12 feet across, that was raised up into the ceiling of the gymnasium. The entire school would gather on the floor of the gymnasium and sing Christmas carols and songs from around the world, from cultures and religions around the world. In a school where art is at the center of the community, teachers and students alike are able to create a shared value system, common goals, and build community. In 7th grade, I was invited to play Mr. Smith in a French absurdist farce. I was excited to read such complex literature and to be asked to play an adult. By the time I got to a large inner city urban high school, I was hooked. I pursued all of the arts disciplines, theater, dance, visual arts, music, and excelled in all of my academic classes. By the time I got to Harvard, I was driven and committed enough to create my own major in theater, child psychology, and education. As a 19-year-old, I knew that I was passionately committed to my belief that the arts save lives. I worked with deaf children, with special education students, with recent immigrants, and saw the power of the arts to engage humanity. For the past 20 years, I have worked with teachers and students across the country and have witnessed firsthand the power of the arts to engage teaching and learning, to transform hearts and minds. Recently, a 2nd grade teacher shared the following story with me. Each week, her students read a story from a textbook, and at the end of the week, they were tested on their reading comprehension and vocabulary from that particular story. On one week, I had come in and done what we in the theater world call tableaus. Tableaus are frozen pictures in which the students use their bodies to create the characters or the objects or phenomenons of weather to create pictures. The students created tableaus to sequence the story and to share their understanding of the story. She told me that those students tested higher that week on comprehension and vocabulary than they had tested all year. By putting the story into their bodies, the students had succeeded. They had done what we refer to in the research world as embodied cognition. In a time when the arts are often the first thing on the chopping block when budgets are tight. I'm here to speak to you today and to tell you that we're moving into the 21st century, into a creative economy in which the job market is demanding employees who have the skills that the arts teach, who are collaborators, who are creative risk takers, who persist when situations are difficult, and who can communicate. Communication asks for listening and focus, 2 skills I teach day 1 in my drama class. What does it look like if we really had arts in schools? It looks like full-time credentialed art specialists at every school site, teachers in theater, dance, visual arts, and music. It looks like guest teaching artists collaborating with those credentialed specialists and with classroom teachers. It looks like classroom teachers receiving ongoing professional development in arts integration. It looks like changes at the policy level, changes that ensure that there's access and equity for all students, and that teacher credential programs teach the arts so that our new teachers are better equipped to move into the 21st century. So today, I'd like to close with an invitation asking you to think of a positive story from your life, a story from arts education, from that of your life, as I said, or a loved one. And maybe that story can be the spark that moves you to join our slow-growing army of arts education advocates. Thank you.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made, 4 hands and then away. Both under influence, we had divine sense to know what to say. Mind is a razor blade to call for hands of above.